As those of you who follow our work here at Farsight know, we are trying to piece together the most complicated puzzle ever known to mankind, our history. Through our numerous projects utilizing remote viewing to gather information about our world, the solar system, our galaxy, and ourselves as intelligent beings, we have discovered that a great deal of what we are taught in our schools and universities, and a great deal of what we are told by our leaders, is simply not true. They would have us believe that we are alone in this incredibly large universe, that life exists only on our planet and not anywhere else, that distances are too far for intelligent beings to travel between the stars and spaceships, that human civilization is a new thing that started just a few thousand years ago, that Darwinian evolution popped us out as we are now in an incredibly short period of time of only a few 100,000 years, and that we as creatures simply disappear from existence once our physical bodies die, and even that things such as remote viewing and telepathy are impossible. Now, I have no problems with science or the scientific method. I make my living as a scientist. But the way the mainstream prohibits unbiased research and open-ended thinking in the name of science is madness. Certain ideas are prohibited and others are forbidden. For example, evolution is real, it happens, but the manner in which intellectual leaders constrain the idea of evolution to disallow anything but the most ridiculously simplistic history of life on Earth is simply torturous. However, for those of you who are willing to walk outside of the cage and to follow our work here at Farsight, I am going to answer one important question that I think everyone really needs to understand. Where did we come from?
And the structure is just so massive and so like fortress-like. It's giving me like prison vibes. It feels kind of like it could be a prison. So
I'm not too keen on his energy, for starters. I don't necessarily want to go inside of his mind. No, not a good person. But he's very direct. He's neither white nor brown. Seems older, bossy, also scared, very loud, like obnoxious. He seems to let his fear control him.
You see, if life is ubiquitous across our galaxy and universe, and if technology exists that can transport people and things across interstellar distances in short periods of time, if we truly are more than our physical bodies, as is evidenced by our ability to remote view across time and space, then we have existed for a very long time. And somehow, someway, we got here on planet Earth.
Subjects seem to have escaped from the situation. Seems like they're still walking, it's like they're going to or something that they know about, something hidden. I'm getting a secretive hideaway or some type of area that's between these mountains and rocky hills.
Now, in our last project, The Death Traps, you saw how we investigated what can only be described as a prison. After we die, a carefully designed system has been established that attracts human souls in the manner of fly traps. After physical death, souls are lured into pathways, attracted by inviting light and warm feelings, doorways to heaven that our religions say await us. But these pathways soon lead those same souls into an experience comparable to being stuck in a lightning storm version of an electroshock treatment. Hell.
and I just hear a lot of like rumbling, like earthquake noises, and again, I just feel this immense amount of energy. It feels like a tornado of energy here.
But to cut to the chase, if we are in a prison, someone went to an awful lot of trouble to set this up. It's a planet that we live on. A planet is a big prison. So if we are here, where the heck did we come from? Who sent us here? And what in the world of worlds could possibly have happened out there that such a place as this would be set up in the first place? And why would we be banished here? That is what we hope to answer today.
These subjects they seem to be highly rigid and repetitive, kind of like everything's here with their behavior. The smaller group that's pulling away seems to want to create their own society, but there's something a bit anarchistic about them, but also rigid. I'm guessing because they still have that background from where they're trying to leave. You can never leave home, no matter how hard you try.
From a distance, I see the city just out of control. There's flying objects destroying this area. There's fighting. You can hear loud screams. You can hear loud roaring noises. Just everything is just psh, psh. I'm seeing a lot of purple, pink spurts like of light, fiery flames, blue beams, just so many colors and so much intense energy here. It seems it's hard. Subjects are just fighting, and it's a big, big battle in this area.
But let us say we are successful at breaking down the system and finding a way for the population to leave. Where are we all supposed to go? Out there? If we are correct about Earth as a prison system, then the real trouble exists out there where we came from, not here. All evidence that we have obtained seems to suggest that out there is a very troubled place. If we leave, then we will be face to face with the same people who caused us the trouble in the first place. Back home, so to speak, is a mess.
So like it's kind of giving me just like overall like terror vibes, kind of like bombing of like Hiroshima and stuff like that. It feels very just...
Extraterrestrials whom we have observed don't seem to be as driven by art, music, invention, and creativity variously defined as is typical of Earth's human population. In addition, human population seems to be much more racially diverse than that which we have observed with other extraterrestrial populations.
They seem to be hiding from me, but I can feel their life form, their existence, but they won't let me in. You don't have to hide from me. I know that you know I'm here. I don't understand why you're there, what you're doing. And they won't let me in.
Seems like something has been blown up into pieces. I'm just getting the loudest noise I ever heard. It's like a building collapse type of loud, or a lot of fireworks type of noise. It's just like something's been blown up, and it's so hard and heavy. Just seeing a lot of rocks and things, pieces of the structure just breaking and spurting out.
This is likely a melting pot, the likes of which exist nowhere else, a place where people from all backgrounds come either to escape or are dumped here. I bet diversity is Earth's signature characteristic.
These subjects have a sense of being like very rigid. They're very much so stuck in their ways.
We will be an oddity at first, but they know they are messed up. We don't have to tell them that. The galaxy is a total mess, and we have to fix it. That is our job, because there is no one else in the galaxy who is capable of fixing it except us, because there is no civilization as diverse as us. We alone may have the experience necessary to do the job.
You know what, Courtney can't be doing this to me. I don't know why Melina don't want to be doing mysteries projects. She got aliens creeping me out, breathing down my neck. I'm just doing my job, bro, wherever you are. I'm just out here trying to make some money. And like, this alien's like, what do you want from me?
I don't know. Like, I'm just here because Courtney brought me here.